miapa gbeƒe dzɔtsoƒe la metso teƒe ɖeka o. Ne le ŋku ɖe elãwo ŋuti a womebua tame yina ɖe megbe o. Womebua tsɔ yi va yi ŋu o. Etsɔ yi gbɔna hã womebua ŋu fifi la yi ŋu ko wobuna. Ake ne le ŋku ɖe míaƒe me nyenye ŋuti a Mawu me mía le gbegbe be míate ŋu abu etsɔ yi va yi. Míate ŋu abu egbe kple míate abu etsɔ yi gbɔna ŋuti. Susui ta Mawu numanya enye be míaƒe agbeƒe dzɔtsoƒe la metso teƒe ɖeka o. Míegblɔ fi ɖa be míaƒe ŋutilã ƒe agbe la ele míaƒe ʋu me. Abe Mose nelia be ŋutilã ɖe sia ɖe ƒe agbe la ele ʋu me. De mi gblɔ be míaƒe luʋɔ ƒe agbe la ele gbɔgbɔ yi Mawu gbɔ ɖe mía me eye Mawu ke anyi me ame eye wògbɔ gbɔgbɔ ɖe ƒe ŋuti me eye ame la wɔ luka ezu luʋɔ gbagbe. Eta gbɔgbɔ yi Mawu gbɔ ɖe mía me la ye le míaƒe luʋɔ ɖe asi ta ne gbɔgbɔ ma nya dzo ko la míaƒe luʋɔ hã edzo le míaƒe ŋuti la me. Míegblɔ be agbe ƒe dzɔtsoƒe ɖeka nye gbɔgbɔ. Míawo megbetɔ menye ŋutilã míenye o, menye luʋɔ míenye o, gbɔgbɔ ye míenye. Ye míaƒe gbɔgbɔ ma ƒe agbe ƒe dzɔtsoƒea ele Mawu ƒe nya me. Eta ne kpɔ ame aɖe yi le agbe me Mawu mele esi o la, ame ma ate ŋu awɔ nuwo katã le agbe me gake wɔ mi aɖe woe. We're talking about seeds, and we talking about these 3 dimensions of seed, our life being a seed. On Friday, we touched on this particular thing, that the reason why humanity is so unique to God is because we are the only creature that is created in the express image of God. Then number 2, we are the creation that takes life from a 3-dimensional source. Number 1, our flesh takes its life from the blood. Our soul takes its life from the breath that God breathed into our nostrils, that we become a living soul. Then our spirit, because man is essentially a spirit, then our spirit that takes its life from the word of God. So if you are living under the sign and you have not tapped into the word of God, you can have anything. You can work hard as you can call yourself, but you are a liability to life. Atawodo na Mawu kple Mawu ƒe nya melasi o la wɔ mi wɔ. Doko sɔkple abale ya ame aɖe na dzanyi kafla anyi dzedza nana be ƒe asikpuiwo katã sibidewo katã na bu evɔ asibide le si ɖoma anyi dzedza na ƒe asibidewo katã ƒoƒu magata wɔ naneke o nenema ne le ma. Eta nenye Kristo toa miesrɔ̃ fi ɖe gbe be nenye Kristo toa nu ɖeka dzɔdzɔ ge ɖe dziwo nye be Mawu me wo kplɔ ge de yayra me hafi ava koɖoɖo me o. Ewo kplɔ ge to koɖoɖoa me hafi akplɔ ge ɖe yayra me. Eta David be ne me zɔ bali do blikɔ tsiɖitsiɖiwo me hã la nye mavɔ dzɔgbɔƒe aɖeke o elabena woe le gbɔnye wòati kplɔ kple wòati zɔti efa kɔna eɖo kplɔ ɖe akɔnye me. Amen. Now, so I was just giving you a recap on the things we learned so that we are building upon it. You can go to the media department to take the tapes. It will help you. These are powerful teachings that would help your Christian life, your supernatural life, your essence to grow. Now, don't forget, before you can make sense to your generation, then your spiritual activities must definitely be more than your physical activities. No, zuba na wo anye amade awo susu na wo jijima ke ekema alebe wo gbogbo me zɔ de dewo la na sɔgbɔ wu wo ŋuti na me zɔ de dewo. Bona be amen. Elabe nui ne nye la menye ŋuti la, nui ne nye la menye gbɔgbɔ, nui tutu ne nye la gbɔgbɔ ye ne nye. You are a spirit. Mata miawo Kristo tɔ ne mieva se gɔme la miega vɔna ne gbɔgbɔ ɖeke o. Elabe gbɔgbɔ bubuwo katã la amedzrowo nye le ŋuti la me. Ake miawo miaƒe gbɔgbɔ la enu ŋutɔŋutɔ wònye Mawu me. Gbɔna be amen. Dɔnu se gbɔna Mawu gbɔna be gbɔgbɔ ye nye tso ŋuti ya. Now, Matthew chapter 4. I think our screen is not working. Media department, can you help us with that, please? Matthew chapter 4, verse 4. Matthew 4:4 is one of the scriptures we have been singing under this grace. Matthew 4:4.
Ke ayadong blobana. Wongolodi bana. Manya abolo dada konguti ame nano agbedo o. Negbe denya sianya si donachua maupe nume languti.
Brother, amen. But he answered and said, it is written, man shall not live by bread alone, but by every word that proceeded out of his mouth. Now, verse 4.
Ke ayadong
globana.
Wongolodi bana. Manya abolo dada konguti ame lano agbedo o.
Mark that word. If you have abolo nyo kakamanya dada o. If you have anwo de kala eda wo vuji ba wala muti na dete. Akere kala eda wo gbogboji ba wana gbedidi. So it is written, man shall not live by bread alone, but every word that proceeds out of his mouth. So one of the bread is to sustain your physical flesh, build upon your blood and sustain your physical strength. But one of the bread is to sustain your spiritual life. That is your essence. Ata abolo de ka yenyebe wo tu omuti la deji de kala atu gbogboro no matter na kwa ma de du omutu du onu nwe apa muti la mesan kaka ma no gbede ma wo panya kle gbedodoraji wa apa gota go me gbenono la esan aka gbogbo mamalasi o. Amen. Now please, if you are coming to check on the screen, you are going to disturb my congregation. God bless you. Go back. So, anya Kristo to adunu aka abale ina nu dumna ajewe na adunu le gbogbo ma enye ma upenya ala ba wo gbogbo la eliake de ma upenya ji. Your spirituality have its foundation, its root in the word of God. If you want to make essence, or you want to be a supernatural being, or you want to take a supernatural feat under the sun, then you must breathe upon the word of God. Na jiba yepe gbogbo meme alo yazu amlimanu la nyigbaji eyi ajemano terenu ojoka mano terenu na neke mano terenu ekema alaba na no gbede mawu panyaji. Now listen very carefully. Manya ba na ba solimo vava me wo me onye gbogbo meme alaba atano solimo dem kake mawu panyamale mo. Now, manya seseko kake enya na jole wo susuma as wo gbogbo pakpade. But amen. Enya na jole wo susuma as ruka wo gbogbo. Not only committing the word to your memory, but the word being processed by meditation into your spirit. Meditation. Banya dengle chuma upanya unti ba wasumya pe gbogbo pakpade. Legema ine me ba do tepema. Na Satan abago ne bamia trokpe wozo bulu la mia pe gbogbo atan chatitre agbobo onlo dibana manya abolo de den kwa ma anu agbedo akanya siaya asi dona chobanuka to upon me. Now, before you can stand tall to reply the devil, it must come from the depths of your spirit. Having nothing what chatitre adunya ya oton binguna Satana ekema jebo gbogbo na turo. Yes, you must build your most holy faith. Build your spirit. Now, listen very carefully. Now, mutila mapanu dudulia ajabo onyek besi agbegbe. Afi na onwuchila na tanote. In fact, miama yo mie dunu afi ba tepo ya kaka gawo kula fama na poa. Me ka le church va sere ge yi ada on kuvio kata no pepe mu kata la ba ami megere vo amu. Amen. So your physical food must be on a daily basis to sustain your flesh. In as much as your physical food is needed on daily basis, your spiritual food is also needed on daily basis. Abale wo gota go manu dudu hiane besia leba na dunu bo mutila alo wo vuna kpon se ado se wo mutila na na make wo gbogbo ha ehiane mawu panya besia gbegbe afi watano agbe. But amen. Ata na nya Kristo to ekle na mawu panya kosira pe gomo jeje gba consider pe nu wa me wo. But amen. Nanya Christo to ekle na ma oponya alo se na ma oponya kosidagbe ka hu kuragbe ka hu fidagbe. No, we have been blessed nowadays with technology such that you don't need to even read the Bible if you don't know how to read. You just need to take a tape and listen to it to build your spirit. Mawira mi pe nu gero ma ganya gbongbu gbongbu gbongbu. Ai mi ma unya gbonfia wo lem da moji. Ale gbegbe mata do tafla chebe e manya nu kekele. La ba ma yo manya nu kekele la wo san. Amen. Now, having attended your suffer your be never know about Shamida. You put laptop engineer, but if you be off, never Shamida, you put CPA engineer. After my Shamida CPA, I just if you choke. If you born a Mrs. Pocket to Adam Daraga, on me here now, Ojo. I can have fee a Mrs. Manhattan ward door. Amadana vate poma akpom limanuo le nuno mesiadia ajebe enwo topo gbobola na tudo to ma upa nyame. Now listen very carefully. Oba Yesu Christo fia gbedodo rabanu so be na gbesia gbe nusimia wonuga dulami. Gbesia anana jinu de sia de jinu eba gbesia give us our daily bread. So your spiritual activities must be daily if you have to keep your spirit. No zube enyabe alo enya jojuro le mo be ye pe gbogbo meme na no agbe. Eko manyebe na va solima afi ajena vona alo fomanu na vona alo na nye gbogbo meme. No fo tata be Israel fon. Nui nyonyo gegba ma nye wo huti na nui anyogba na nye wo gbogbo. Afi nu mana jore jiwo ajebe wonu dudu le gbogbomala na nye gbesi agbegbe abale Yesu Kristo gbona panu so lo fia gbedodo panu so aye panu so babo oba fia nami gbesi agbenu simi adulami. But amen. Give us our day. Now in the book of Acts chapter 2 I think 46 oba do opa gbaleta eve kpikpi bla nevo aden makadeji Bible abe nusrola ono apostolo opa fote eye wono abolo mam le wono ne odome gbesia gbegbe nukejo oba eye ono abolo mam le wono ne odome gbesia gbegbe tala afetola cho amayu po agbekokola kokpena de hamangu gbesia gbegbe. So because they share bread daily, God was also increasing them on daily basis. So when you want to experience multiplication on a daily basis, then you must also feed upon the word of God on a daily basis. Are you there? Acts chapter 2, verse 46. Can you read it? I think so. Sure, Acts chapter 2.
Yes.
Oba gbesia gbegbe o nanuka. Onu agbedo o nanuka.
Pletame deka.
Oba onu gbesia gbegbe. Pletame deka. Go on.
Aye wole abolo kam le afesia apeme.
Onu abolo kam gbesia gbegbe le afesia apeme. Now go on.
Aye wodu anu kple jijo.
Aye wodu anu kple jijo.
Kple jime koko.
Kple jime koko. Amagami jomi basa.
Hele mawu kafu.
Oba hele mawu kafu.
Aye wokpo amanu baba le dukɔ blibo la katã gbɔ.
Oba nu ijɔ de wo dzi nye be ayi wo nu ma wo gbesia gbegbe la wokpɔ amanu baba le dukɔ katã gbɔ. Eta ne wo ɖeka atanɔ gba be Daniel ene aɖe gbe dukɔ katã na dze klo la dze be nakpɔ amanu baba le dukɔwo gbɔ. Na hafi na ta kpɔ amanu baba le dukɔwo gbɔa edze be wo gbɔgbɔ me nuɖuɖu la na nye gbesia gbegbe. Ekama wo gbɔgbɔ la na tu ɖe dzi gbɔna be amen.
Amen.
Oba wokpɔ amenu fefe le dukɔ gbɔ na go.
Eye aƒetɔ la tsɔ ame siwo kpɔ agbexɔxɔ la.
Eye aƒetɔ la tsɔ ame siwo manya wo ŋutɔwo tsɔ. So listen, you are struggling because you are struggling over the things of this world and chasing over the things that will sooner or later fade away. Because even you, your spirituality doesn't make essence to you yet. If you come to a place to realize that you are not a body, you are a spirit, that you begin to decide your food, that will cause you to grow. Maba kpɔro teƒe aɖe yi wògbɔ bena de dzesi be menye ŋutilã ye nye o gake gbɔgbɔ ye nye susu yi ta mekpɔ de dzesi ale yi ne lia be ne wò ŋutilã enyo ake sɔgbɔ kpa wɔle yi ne la be ne wò gbɔgbɔ me ye nye dzesi be mekpɔ de dzesi be gbɔgbɔ ye nye o ne ɖe nya be gbɔgbɔ ye nye ne ɖe nya be awu ye le sia nye ne ƒle o mo kple akasi adi tsi. Listen very carefully. Ejaba na nyaba gbogbo yenye eta nebe ya je. Na jeba ya je hofifli ade gomala manya ngutila me na goma jega chola be nu yo jona de ngutila mama da chi de gbogbo aka nu yo jona le gbogbo ma da chi de ngutila kaba. Eta alebe na gbogbo begbesi agbala mawu panya. Nka kare kamali ya jema jona nka kare kamali ata ejebe gbogbo mama na sem gbesi agbegbe na ne ndudu obe aye apeto la to ameyu kɔ agbekɔkɔ la to gbede wo ŋuti. He added to the church. God himself added to the church. Why? Because they were sharing bread on a daily basis. And about no abolo mam gbawo chogbe. Rekuna ajebe na rasia nya wuli ado le khao. Na mawu pe nya na no ogbeme. Kasi no vio na bibe esenya ma. Nya wuli ado ajebe na dasio be na honu gado ochoma. Now listen very carefully. Abale ina kpom le fie anu ina be nya susu chi. Yenye mauponya la be mauponya achi wo masia tana mauponya nya la maukola achichige. You will grow, you will be a young boy with a gray hair. But you have the word of God in you. Na mauponya chiwu amai mauponya sokuli kwenye mau agbedidi le mauponya si alo na be na bia be fo omanani le maushi alo mauponya si enye fo omanani le maushi. Listen, na mauponya mele mola atachi odana fu akere vi ko de gaye. Na na amachichi onye devie la be mauponya mele mo aka devi o mauponya mele mo a. Ko fu kwe ko nye. So your feeding daily upon the word of God is what grows your spirit. Not impartation, not laying on of hands. Manya sida dara majio, manya no, ni china won't tolerate any mauponya. So imagine, consider a kata a hoya on every. The Bible said physical exercise profits little. No, you only want to learn which la go. I know kakao have vide via ado ko henavi. At I learn could now nya do like but do come people like me you consider me. Let's journey to our paths. Let's journey into the week. Now, biaro ku bede consider kata mere ma upanya o mane ni enchi yanda de gloria. Then now let's put them on a balance. Is it a balance scale or how do you call it? Yeah. Let's put it on it and weigh the two of them. Let's see which one will go up and which one is heavier than which one. Then we can determine what we have deposited in our spirit within the week. Miako miazon agade consider abe alei o dananu ina miakora be eke pepe ma wu ha enya wuli yo na foshi di consider be fi o na zoto kple nya yo meka o kako ohun jiji kaka ba gere me miakora kple mawu pe nya wa meneni enya na tese consider me alo na tele to de mu yina ba nu ma na suba kploire ametotromo manya because osofo amisisi maleje osofo amisisi leje la ba mawu yewie amesha me mawu nya yo kola edu ohun se be wata chope do ata osofo amisisi leje ka wo nto wo gbogbo la ba bliku de kama miana na novia a bliku de share yibe ya mia atokala je be yento na gada yento fa tume but what don't forget we are talking about seed. That a bliku de care majaja gana no bia now other mata gbe no gada o so fo ba misisi jibu kaka ajo agbe abo it's a big lie Now, listen very carefully. We pastors, we are deceiving you because we want to always make sense to you. So we don't want to tell you the truth. You suffer me blame because me jibe me apa nu va nyenye na no nyita resha me jibe me ava me agbota me ba na no lia o to matan we me o ko ya tan wa we no. It's a lie. Na oh Numa, listen. Oba am ala sinu ma upa gbogbo pro na la wa wenye nuka. Dobo so for man ni ma upa gbogbo. Na ma upa gbogbo atenwa kplo la ke ma uvie nenye. Ma uvie de shada ma uwie nya upa kplo la. Nye ma kpo koklo re ke ukplo pakpa hevi ukpo. Na jego ma pakpa hevi ogbo na chitrege chire la ba ngusan to bobo. Amen. So, mbata no gbede ma upa ma pa misisiji o. Wo keke amenava no wo. Ejebo won to na ho. Ejebe na no kpulume na o. You will be so conscious about it that I am anointed. I am anointed. I carry the Spirit of God. You must be conscious of your spirit. Ejebo won to na do te para anya. Listen, na anya gbogbo ma anya ga ma yana maraka ba na o de fia. Anya gbogbo ma anya. Alo na on to manya oklo na tere vivichi nti nwi jona na vivichi ji na ozuba tere nchi wa ye de na fia na ba ugbogbo ma chichi. Me yana America wogble now. What happens to darkness when it comes close to light? What happens to it? Nuke jona na vivichi na ba kekeli gbo. Nu mai de na fia na ba kekeli nya kekeli. Eta nwi jona na vivichi ji na ozuba tere nchi wo alo tere wo panchi ya. Now, let me disconnect you. Let me disconnect you and let me factory reset you then. Reinstall you. Let me disconnect you and reconnect you. So I can also say if you face any predicament, if picking your phone to call the pastor is the first thing, you have failed. Because the area in which I am, very soon there will be no network. Na osuba anu jore jiwo nu ivana osusu ma gba bana o ye de na fia ba ogbogbo ma chichima ro ma chichimu na osuba akofo na yo osofo gba ivana kakama na nyi ma chichigo ofinya osofo ma anyi mromro network ma anyi no gangage o kana kponui numa dewre no na kponui tuga wala kpelo osofo ha yina magbona o. So you must build your spirit. Listen. This end time, our spirituality is not dependent on any human being. Listen, your state is a woe when you depend on human being. According to the book of Jeremiah, woe to any man that depend on his fellow human being. Woe, baba now, yenya wo nyimlopa now nyebe nu yongu na do kana wo gbepa jijaja yenya no vi wo ame. Baba now. But baba na ame yi do da racha magbeton chi. Baba ni. Listen, on a daily basis, God is giving you your personal visions that could lead you in your personal dimensions. But until you build your spiritual life, people will be deceiving you in the name of revelation. But if you have to have the prayer, Maucho de Fiare now. Kaka only be nukata. Don't forget Job 33:13 and 14. The Bible said, in the midnight, God gives revelation and dreams to emphasize his promises to men. But le zalamau de nanufia me le mosik be moki meji be wodo pe wo pe to keke kple pe ngbedodo ji gbona amen. Do nu se gbo ba Yehowa na ma manu veve na ma sro wonya. Gbo ba Yehowa na ma manu veve na ma du wonya la. Eat it. Eat the word of God. America mega flow. There are a lot of things roaming now. People say when they came to take us captive, the British colony, one of the things they used to keep us in slavery is to give us the Bible, so that we will be learning the Bible whilst they are producing inventing things. Yeah, even if the Bible is a slavery, I like it. I like that kind of slavery. If the Word of God is really one of the tools to keep us in slavery, I like it because even if you are not educated, you can be educated through the Word of God. You can fast track yourself. You can jump and leap over wall by learning the Word of God. Nugaro mata boba jimi aro chacham ayi do ojin keke obe maupanya anya kluvinu de kai wo choko da shinemi ayi wo lemi de kluvinya nyame plus be nemi le maupanya ji ami atan buta mo mi ano maupanya ji mi ava che yeme gbogblombe na maupanya anya kluvi nyenye pa down jejere kada mi anwo anya me like kluvi nyenya ya ala be na me oji okpa me gede suku ho me kpo alo ale ina jibe ya sro no me sri ne ma ka ka maupanya le mo la wo susu ota dabla wo me siameto. Now listen, because ngudodo de siade unwule de maupanya, it is encapsulated in the Word of God. Every answer to your question, okay, the maupanya. Amen. Ada nuita na da Bible fumba na maupanya de kava mola azungudodo na wokuhe okata. Ada kosira mama to gbada tao. But I'm a new manage you. In short, let me just give a touch to the second part of the seed. That is, then let me use just 10 minutes to elaborate on this one. The resources God gives to you is for God. The reason why it is for God, not for your blessing, but for you to realize that your source is God. No mercy you kata lasi you choda wa fokpa blade in a koda okata mauto eta aku onya wo leba na fa na now nanye gbogbo no fa ku na ma fa no your resources as a seed is a seed. Then people thought maybe it is money this pastor wants to get money or extort money from the congregation. No, even giving of tithe in the church is not for your blessing. Is an act of your faithfulness that I have come back to the one I know that is my source of blessing. That is why, especially when it comes to tithe, I'm not talking about tithe today. When it comes to tithe, God didn't want your 9%, He wants only that 1%. So He just wants your faithfulness. That part, that one CD you have within the week as a gift for you, God said, bring 10 pesos to me. Just 10 pesos. Keep the 9. It's not because He wants food from you. According to Psalm 50 verse 10. Can you read it for us? Psalm 50 verse 10. But He wants that 1%. Again, 10 pesos. Mala 1 CDM. No, onye jesi. Wakodo wo akoda bede. Enya fi nya wo nu kata po jojopo. Ata wo nu no masiu katara. Wonya mauto aleke. Wonya mauto bo wozun dodo na amayi no yin how. Number 1, then wozun dodo na epasi adupe la nyigbaji. Hello. Ata onu no masiu kata nuku onye, nu ita onye nuku hanye be. Are you there? Yes, Psalm 50 verse 10. I love that scripture so much.
Alabena tonyenye avemela
now,
kata.
Mau be alabena tonyenye avemela kata.
La akpena na siwo le toji.
Go, sharp.
Menya kavi siwo kata le toji.
Mau be yenya ehe yiwo katã le toawo dzi.
eye nu siwo katã ʋã wo
eye
ɖokui
nu
le
siwo
gbeme la
katã nya ʋãna wo ɖokuiwo le gbeme koa.
mele manyamanya
Mawu
ɖem
be
o.
mele manyamanya. So God is the source of everything you have. Everything. Whether you work to get it yourself. The engine is not important if there is no fuel. In as much as the fuel is important, the engine is also important to the fuel. And the fuel is also important to the engine. If we share the matter for the engine, yejo amima no mi. Ekpo engine, brother, ekpo engine, abaga, ekpo engine na dey fudu o ma da mi mekpo. Alo ekpo mi ade izole do kwisi yi magare engine na reka mekpo. So if you are boasting of your strength that you are enyentomo odo we mawie konya gbogbo na. Let me akona na. Obekasi no to de fa nu ku wo ne agbole no ki baba nu kama o manu aha Smirnoff Club Guinness call it Hurricane Hennikes that is 5.5%. Small 11%. Oh champagne eyi mele mono eyi na manu onyanum na natural ta champagne eyi mele mono na manu na nyanum na natural ta esenya yeah you all those ya nunu ya do agbele bade kakele vivilo no si ke be adu na adu vivia jijo popo bebe jiwo popo la gbebe obe mawo no yere jipo o bobon kureji kan kureme yobe ezama ma ko gbobo la ji aya nu yo kata na ko de wa fama adegbe fo mba nya yeto a nya kpo mai gbona do manyi gara yo mi ekwo tepe vagaba dunu aje champagne anu akpo jijolo ko tepe na no gba won awore. Listen, no matter how hard you are working, you must know that the source of that strength you are using to work, that is the fuel into the engine, is coming from God. Me no fian consider am aro no ka won no hand there awo mo bronyare no vai po be na mlo nyi ko cho phone na mare amane ni wonu mafia enya tonyelo wo nya phone jilo we are leke na kporo gi o me nya view leke tell us
Valezio
akwale wo chere kanji a na mlonyi na dollar for pio na numaka ga baluwe awo chaba kunfu dan la labai akana nya nyoko do ado blaga ana tegbepo ebenga awo mlonyi fifila na danwa de divia de ko na tanwo na akpora o ngochi wo to wo mu ple wo ku nu de sha de blaga dari haira o tugbe ple wo re ka jeje makata anyi bemele de kemo. So try and do it. Jagbana we na yin anyi mloge ko go de tension your love phone na no so me download for pure na ba the photo me je na manyo makpon na ne na mo po we hare ko jagbana we bona ba amen ata mauba nusianu anya yeto now listen ata nusianu la nyigbaji ple nu yo la si ola anya mauto ba was number 1 ngudodo na ha wochi la ba mawu magala kala ba ya ga va nyigbaji aka agba egbena do ata awo mi onu palawe ba mi ano gbede ye tefe nu yo le ba ne va nyigbaji nkeke gbanto le gomeje jama yawo nkeke veli amawo nkeke toli amawo eyo kpo ba nu yo kata yo la wonyola now akọ mi an va nyigbaji ta yi va gbore me oba ayi wo magbetofo a he went back to rest. But aye mawu di dem no kata la ba ekpo ma de wo le wa fodo me Ata ayi na la nyigbaji ta ma wu de dim dem. No kata la ba musa yo kata o cho manu da nyigbaji ya. E kwe ko dem o. But amen. Okay, let's draw the curtain on this today. Let's draw. Abraham, are you there? Yeah. Ata nukata ma ucho no nomasi now aba nuku in number 1 to why did God give you resources? Why did God, number 1, to approve how content He is? Ma ucho no nomasi now ba na dejesi ba ma wu ma bia na anu ha fi cho na namo. Ma du onu gba na ha fi cho na mo. Now apa tamasusu a ehana no no masi da shada iwo jia na apa tamasusu nya vagikola anu ojona. The mindset of God creates. So when you go to the voice, you go to the spirit, they don't use mouth to communicate, they use thought to communicate. Because in the realms of the spirit, thoughts are voice. So in the heavenlies, when the heavenly beings are thinking, then other beings are hearing. That is why Lucifer just thought to stand against the throne of God, and the other angels know, and they drop him. Now, my buddy, look, Jifua, manya anuya ukofo no. Manya anuoko. Now, don't forget, your mouth is not only used for communication; it's also one of the advantage of your mouth is for creation, not communication alone. So don't limit it. Wonu ye manya mauro ko twene ba na ko foro none of you na so aka mawo twene ba na ta ko wonu na ko create na ne na ko bro na ne yimali oba no na bajo aka yan ga wo ba mi cho de vi ma ala gbegbe ba fipo de go mi nya ba na mi egro atanjo babare wo ba mi cho de vi ma ala gbegbe ba mi ba nya ba na ma go ba wo to ma e ma anyo na ko mi kan de jibe nu ma ye gboro e ma ba ge aka mi kan de jibe Thomas alo na yo fi wo do ba owo nu ma kan mo a ma po no wo ta gada agbo am. We don't believe because we have been cheated by the orientation given to us. Wo ba mi bla nu fia ye wo to na mi ata mi ka da fi po daji wo ya yira na anu onyo nya jere ka ko fi ba ma cho ma wo bo na nya la fi ba anu ma wo so bo abale me black coat man bia so fo ke pa cho ma go o cho ba go na nya bla le ka ko fi ba anu ma cho ma wo bo alo na mi eji ha nya se ko fi ba ma cho ma wo bo mi to te vale mi ko gbogbo ale ko le do mi. Ugliness is not next to godliness. If the thing is ugly, it doesn't mean it is God. Na no nyanya ko yesu be fia be ha elema wo subonta e dikola is a lie. Abade no yo kata vana wo dokio le afemela mele nyanya na yeho. Let me read that particular verse 10 says Psalm 50 verse 10. For every beast of the forest is mine. You can see that. God bless you. For every beast of the forest is mine, and the cattle upon the 1,000 hills. I know all the fowls of the mountain and the wild beasts of the field and are mine. If I were angry, I would not tell thee. If I were to be hungry, not angry. If I were hungry, I would read the verse 12. It's powerful. If I were to be hungry, I will not tell thee, for the world is mine. The world is mine, and the fullness thereof. God said, if I were to be hungry, I will not seek your resources. I don't need it for anything. It is a solution. I give it to you to be a solution to your brother. Somebody seated right beside you. What you have is a direct answer. Just as if God is around, what he will do to that brother, he has given it to you to do it for him. Now read it.
Denye doela wunyemla.
Denye maubade denye doela wunyemla.
Nenye matoe na wo.
Nenye matoe na la ba de Dieu plan nyikla nu yokata la femala nye Yehovah to it is for me. The cattle on 1,000 hills are all for me. If I were to be hungry, it is not you. I will not. In fact, I have angels that can go and catch one of the buffaloes for me too. But dolao la sine. Hey, mata do waba wunu na madu. Dali to baoli wa tonu na afiechi nuna. So na doele ma wu ma magbo no bo wunu no masi wonye yeto. Proverbs 11:23. Oba amuna nu gare okpo ahoreji. Amu via anu le nu yiwo be no la aheko dana. Ata anya ba ngudodo le esi aka zinikpi. Ye na kpon ovi opo fukpepe abe wo gbedodo apa ngudodo ene. En ovi opo fukpepe kpon abe gbedodo apa ngudodo. Ma wona tu dem ene. Ye ma le jojo leji. Let me tell you something. What is are we here? What is happening now is always available in the spirit. It is just away from your side. Nui jojo. Hello. Baba Yehovah amadakpe now. Nui jojo mre jiwo fifi laya. Ele gbogbom ho. Aka wonku pe makpe. Wonku ye makpe. What is happening is always available in the realms of the spirit. It is your side. It is taken away from your side. But amen. So amona nu gare okpo amayu va anu le nu yiwo. So fountain of life. Efo ya ma chebe mi ava te fade. Ayi mi atafa, mi aponu no masio de mi anonu iwota. Let's share among ourselves. This is church. One family. We are brethren. No view mi enye to Christo pavume. Eta chebe mi ava te fade. I have a church, I know for one everybody that say I'm a church I have a see. That upgraded foolishness must stop. Jimmy, my job on a pan, le ham, many by fountain of life, Christo to Edgebanekpan. I know for one man who none anybody that say church, oh, my own gallon. For former Amade Bonas again. In church, learn of you, Doma. But I don't know if you want to Paul. Now listen, front of Ajabami the father of fire. I am ma miapa nuno masio made miano numa ala gbegbe miapa tamasu nye ba miejiba miakata miaso. Can you hold that? Let me sing some song for you. Let me sing a song for you. Just wait. Fisi gbogbo kokwelila Jijola fima Fisi gbogbo kokwelila Muti fafali Melagbe Kokwe penu Seme Fisi gbogbo kokwelila Melagbe lo Melagbe Yesu kudero Yesu kudetaye Melagbe Kokoko kokwe penu Melagbe lo Yesu kudetaye lo Yesu kudetaye Melagbe Kokoko kokwe penu Physical Gbogbo kokweli la Jesus la fima Fisi gbogbo kokweli la muti fafali Melagbe to gbogbo kokwe pegu se kokweli la Melagbe lo Masobe, yeah, Melagbe, Yesu kudetaye, oh, Melagbe, kokoko kokwe penu se. c'est bon. Now, listen very carefully before I leave this podium. Je vais na nyebe nu yokata la siola mawi trainer. Eta aga hia na mau. Bo Yesu Kristo do epo nu so la ve do dan go be mi gere Jerusalem mi akpo teji are iwo deka Yesu Kristo ma yi teji po. Oba mi akpo amare ko ma no yin teji po mi tu keve na. But na amade bia mi be fike mi ko nu ya ga mi go ne ba afeto la le ya. Yeah, après tout là, nous chiens. Listen, nous chiens à nous là, si. Non, listen, matin, comment on a comment les yeux? La banane là, si. Egbema là, si on a quoi joie me. Egbema quand on doit d'amuna, alors de jipo na made. Egbema, il n'a quoi livi la made ou. Egbema attend à de jipo na made. The voice you have to criticize or to insult or to gossip about somebody. That same voice can encourage another person. You have voice. Amen. Now, over David Bell and Yajima to Afona Yehoa. Over Ayimawuna Bodre to Pakatokata, the 2 Samuel chapter 7, reading from verse 1. Over Ayimawune Bodre to Pakatokata Simala. Over David va in Yagbori and Nathan when they were to Apana Yehuala, but to be Boko, Israel, to Egypt, and Bajibaro the Paya. Mauman no Agbadoraka Gomapo, Kundru Taku, no Nata. Over Yagbori Nathan, when they were Ballet will Jimene. Now, I was a Sumaku Mau did Diva when I never to Apanam Tama to Apana one. Mali ofia dufa verse 11 down. Mali ofia zikpiate. Eye mali fia dufa la ba fia zia le fofo na fia dufa. Fia dufa de sia de la azia e we wonye fia dufa. Eta aba mali ke fia dufa then mali ke fia zia. Ba na fia dufa la shi o jima la shi o fia dufa comme na wore yi de la amro nyi de fufu gbo akui ma gbo mo le ni if ye ku ma kun adon gbe ni be na ku klo ma chi gbe ma ku ya ka ku ala ba le oji ma ba ya wo nu tefe na mawu gbe bo nu no mo si ata le David for ma gba afia do va jo Solomon via va jo oba ade duta nyonu yo mawu de sebo magade yo onu vlo le mawu pe kumeta mawu didi va gbe ne be ma ko fia du pa la si o ake nyema o gele wo gbe mangoli o le fofo Davida nu kata because David pe jibe nu no masi yo kata la si la mawu to e wonye ata jijime yo kata kple do la o po dede to gbo o da fo gbegbela mawu be le fofo Davida nyema we ado ku jibe Hezekiah jedoa ayi ma o gbene be akuku ga ye o ga tro nya gbori la Isaiah dora gbo we ina ba gbene be ga akuku ga o me kwa gbeno po wi a to ko dare wo po ya na kli anyama yi jinyu ya aba ma da gbeno po re o po ji manye le wo to o gbedo dora ko ta ka le fofo David. That is about 300 years later. One man recognizing that his resources are for God, save a generation along the line. Amadeka church de jesiebe nu no ma si yo kata le yesi acho mawugo a ekpede jijime yo kata kplida de wo to fipo de kple gbegbele aku pata kuku nya jora meji de wo jo kata me. Listen, the consciousness that all the things you have are not for you, they are for God. That alone is faith. Benavate Father, anyeba nu yo katale yesi mauto ne bie to yesi resia ila ye le klalo be ya fwe aba kucheche na ema de there hose it's faith. If you ever go salaje. Amen. Now ata afwe ama na jibe nu no mashawo na jireji ya va rote Father na anyeba ukata ocho mawubo. Na susuma la shi obo ukata ocho mawubo akama na mawbie to asiola. Abraham did not stagger in faith, knowing that his wife's womb was dead, but he believed God and trusted that whatsoever God has promised, God is capable to bring it to pass in his life. But Abraham, bojole kosemo, you nyabe yesro, Sarah, pe viji dokuha. Akaka, akwaji sebe nyasenya imau gboni la, musele mausi ha, but watan hibe na kpome baba. Ata oba akwaji se ale gogoba, asro pe viji doi kugo hala eva jivi. Now, what did the via boy ma oba cheve? Abraham techo devia ko yivo sabe la ba enya ba mawi enya nu apa jojope. Now, na enya ba mawi enya nu apa jojope. If you know that God is your source, you don't waste your time protecting it. He will protect it for you. You will use your time creating another one. And the initial ones will be protected by him. Na nyaba mawe nya no opo jojoba ma hiaba washman na jogbelangu jojure ko tula le ko unti jona Yehowa pa si malamu jojure tungu jola le tungu jona Yehowa ma jojongo jojure mi fonti kanya ba mi adu mi aba hiabolo na mawu ma di dada klojina mi. Listen very carefully. Na nyaba no to mawu gbola ata park huode to ata park moto ata dashi no ma shia onchi akoda mawu ajonte la ba a de po jola da wo gli oji amayo ma dan lo zan alo kalio ayo ma de mo ba wo bliku wa twe na matuto. Isaiah 62 verse 8. Ma de mo ba wa to wo bliku na amatuto. So look at me very well. This church have been blessed by God and given to me to oversee. It is for God. I know that this church, the source is God, so I'm not perturbed about anything. He will take care of it. Na jojoma mada funa mo because na mawe na manya ba mawu toela a jonti bo another die a jonti ala ba mawu nya ba agbeti le edem boma anya yeto eta yi wonya magbeto dura edo sherobin odura ba no jo agbeti amuti edo sherobin odura ba no le yidasi. What church did a more yagbetiago but what to Georgie? So cherubims, the highest hierarchies of angels, were protecting the tree of life, knowing very well that man is not available, but it is for God. So he got to protect it. Mawutwe, listen, nanyabe yepo la mase mawutwe a jonji. Nanyabe yepo kasino no mawutwe a jonji. Now, nyanyabe mawutwe is not declaration and confession that nyanubete fear. No. The test to that declaration is wherever and whenever God asks it from you. Are you ready to give it out? Or it is your God? Dodokpona nyama na because anyasha nya idoto onuma odogekpo dodokpona nyama groge na la ndi abe nu sia anu ilasinya matwe na mawu toe dodokponya be na mawu bie to asiore atatwe ne na matatwe ne kama makpo we wozuma wuto mawu na ira ondia na wa do daji na ofo da to aba to tie ne na kaka wa gbato de no na ba na lanu amada kama hwelasio na da nya ba yayira ya asanwu fipoda na kom deme na lanu amada kama hwelasimo wa de anya nuku na fada mawume wonu na masio anya nuku afada mawume wa fa anya nuku afada mawume aye na fela na cheku alafao. Oh, mauna ira fisi gbogbo kokwelila jijola fima fisi gbogbo kokwelila muti fafali mela Melagbe Yesu kude aye Enyama de ka dodo ge tso nu be mawu nu yiwo kata la sinye nyagbe kple nu yiwo kata nye ŋutɔ nyagbe kple nu yiwo kata la si wo la enye tɔ fia be le klalo be nu sia nu yi mawu abia tso asi wo if wo agbe ele klalo be yatsoe kɔkɔ nɛ eta medzi be nake nu flia le anyinɔƒe medzi nake nagbo ne mawu be mawu ne ka ɖe dzi be nyateƒe nuwo kata nye mawu ta medzi be nake nagbo ne mawu be mawu nyagbe my life. Look at me, I am being protected on a daily basis by God. Why? Because my life totally belongs to God. I'm protected on a daily basis. Mawu na me ye wo jona nyagbe ngbesia gbe nu kata la be nyagbe nye mawu to is for him. Now,